باسم الآب والابن والروح القدس إله واحد. That's in Arabic. It's saying in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, and our God is one. The majority of Muslims are not Arab, but the majority of Arabs are Muslim. So it is natural for many of the Arabs in the community where I grew up as a minority Christian in the Middle East to claim that we are polytheists. We worship many gods. We say no. We worship one God in three persons. Now the question for us today is, does this God exist? Of course, we're in a church. What kind of answer you expect to get, right? But do we know why we believe it? Even the devils believe in God. But what evidence do we have for our colleagues and those who are around us on a daily basis at the college and secular level in the business environment or the government, who look you in the eye and say, I just don't have any evidence? Have you had those people? Just don't believe. That number is actually growing, as you see on the slide ahead of you here. In the Pew Research, which is a reputable organization that studies social trends, they've analyzed the nuns. Nuns are those not who wear the havoc and pray, but those who check none on the census when they're asked what religion they are. That number is growing double since last year and the year before, 2014, 2018. It's actually doubling in Europe, Germany, France, and in parts of the United States as well, particularly in the northern region. I come from the academia, where many of my colleagues are also in that realm as well. Many of my students have no idea what Bethlehem is, and what Joan of Arc was probably Noah's wife. Things of that nature. We get all that. Because they don't have that background, they're not growing up in it. So when you ask them about a spiritual being or evidence for God, you get a blank stare. So they don't know what to check, so they check none. And then for those who are educated and well-versed, they have subjective questions that are objectively answered, but the answers are not coming forward. They're asking questions like, how do you really know and believe in something you can't see, touch, taste, or see? How do you know that Jesus 2,000 years ago is really God? Those are the questions people really struggle with on a deep level.